Millions of years ago, across the vast landscapes of Africa, a tiny ancestor of ours lived. He was neither the king of the jungle like a lion, nor the swift runner like a cheetah. He had no sharp claws and no massive body to intimidate predators. In truth, he was weak, vulnerable, and every moment of his life was a struggle. Each morning, he probably awoke with the same terrifying question: will I survive today? Across the wide savanna, hungry predators lurked everywhere, and often he became their prey. Nature's law was simple: the strong survive, the weak perish. Yet this is the story of a small, weak creature who one day ignited a spark within himself that not only saved his life, but, over millions of years, would alter the course of humanity. This is the story of an early Homo species learning to make their mark on the earth. Around 4 million years ago, deep in the forests of Africa, another ancestor, the Australopithecus, lived. His days were spent foraging for fruits, leaves, and avoiding predators. Survival required hiding in trees and moving carefully among branches. But as time passed, the climate changed. Forests began to shrink, giving way to the wide grasslands of the savanna. The protection of trees was gone, and descending to the ground became inevitable. This was the moment of the first major transformation. Australopithecus learned to walk upright on two legs. Standing upright was no small feat. It was a revolution. Now he could see across tall grass, spot predators from afar, and free his hands for carrying tools and caring for his young. This skill of bipedalism became the foundation of humanity. As time went on, around 2.8 million years ago, a new branch emerged: Homo habilis, the skilled-handed humans. They began making stone tools for the first time. These tools were simple but revolutionary. They could break bones to extract nutritious marrow, learning new ways to survive and thrive. Approximately 1.9 million years ago, in the plains of East Africa, another species arose: Homo erectus. Their bodies were nearly as upright as modern humans, but the greatest change was in their brains. Their brains were roughly twice the size of Homo habilis, enabling memory, problem-solving, and collaborative skills. Homo erectus didn't just make tools. They crafted multi-purpose hand axes, shaping stones to hunt animals, cut wood, process bones, and dig the earth. Every generation learned and passed these skills to the next, creating small, early social systems. It was during this time that Homo erectus mastered fire. At first accidental, they soon learned to sustain it. Fire protected them from predators at night, kept them warm during cold seasons, and allowed them to cook food. Cooked meat was more nutritious and easier to digest. Fire also strengthened social bonds. After a day of hunting, the group would gather around the flames, sharing food and stories, forging deeper connections. Homo erectus became persistent hunters. They developed endurance-based hunting techniques, chasing prey over long distances until it grew tired. Their greatest strengths were their intelligence, stamina, and teamwork. Around 1.8 million years ago, Homo erectus began migrating out of Africa, the first major human migration. Small groups spread across the Middle East, India, Indonesia, and China. In every new land, they carried tools, fire, and the knowledge to survive. They showed that humans were not confined to a single environment. Homo erectus were not only hunters, they were inventors, discoverers, and social beings. Their story spans millions of years, not just thousands. Their legacy lives on in us today. When we sit by a fire, use tools, or explore new lands, we feel their courage and curiosity. They demonstrated that strength lies not in the body, but in the mind. They taught us that collective effort, technique, and knowledge can overcome any challenge. They did not vanish. They evolved within us. Their burning torch still lights our way, giving us courage to step into the unknown future. This tale is not merely about survival. It is a celebration of human intelligence, bravery, and discovery. Homo erectus were the first heroes, guiding humanity from mere survival toward progress, innovation, and a future defined by curiosity and ingenuity.